Vibe magazine founding editor Rob Kinner has written a new book about one of the most prolific, enigmatic rap stars of the 21st century. It's called The Marathon Don't Stop: The Life and Times of Nipsey Hussle. It's as much a history book as it is a biography about one of the most fascinating people from my old neighborhood, Crenshaw. For decades, blacks have lived here, from the avenues to the oil fields and everything in between. Stars like Ray Charles and Tina Turner raised their families here. My Crenshaw is filled with fond memories. But Google Maps shows a crime scene full of police where it intersects Slauson, with two kids sitting by looking unfazed and badly in need of a hero. They had one in Ermias Ascadam, a.k.a. Nipsey Hussle, with the face of an African Coptic priest and the heart of a lion. He was proud to live here too, and was making sure that any effort to quote-unquote revitalize this community long ago gentrified by black people would benefit his and future generations. When Nipsey was shot and killed in front of his store, the Marathon, thousands of mourners flocked to the intersection of Crenshaw and Slauson, and even more lined the streets for his funeral procession that stretched 25 miles. I got a chance to talk to Rob Kinner on the anniversary of the funeral. The amount of research that went into this book is pretty incredible. You know, that I'm like a kid, when I get a book, I'm always peeking to the back to see how many pages there are to read. It's like 400. But it's almost 100 devoted just to the bibliography.
Yeah.
Where do you begin to research a project like this? Because I grew up in Crenshaw. I know you didn't grow up there, and you certainly don't look like a lot of the folks who ran with him. So
right.
How did you see your way into this?
I had the opportunity to spend time with Nipsey Hussle. I know what a powerful mind he has, and my conversation with him, especially the in-depth interview that I did around the rollout of the Victory Lap album, was one of those interviews. Like, you interview people all the time, so there are certain interviews which are more like a conversation, like we're having a conversation.
Right.
It's not a Q&A. And then there's other of those, there's certain conversations where you just say, wow, this is actually opening my mind in ways that I never expected, and I'm thinking about my own life and my own choices and my own assumptions, and and I've been covering hip hop for most of my life. I was at Vibe for 17 years. I've worked with lots of different amazing genius level artists, and there's something special about Nipsey Hussle. My whole question starting out was, why don't more people understand why Nipsey Hussle is important? In a lot of ways, I think what he achieved during his 33 years on Earth is the ultimate fulfillment of hip hop's purpose. Nipsey was determined to stay what he called 10 toes down in his community. Not only an inspiration, but also an employer, like a direct owner of businesses. He was educating kids that wanted to learn about science and technology and engineering and mathematics. He was providing employment options for people who were coming home from custody and didn't have any other employers that would hire them. Obviously Nipsey could do more than make music. He was a businessman with interests in lots of different fields. And, but hip hop, God bless hip hop, because it is a force that allows people without a lot of other options or resources to empower themselves creatively, economically, build businesses, speak truth to power, and do it on a scale that goes around the world.
A must read: The Marathon Don't Stop: The Life and Times of Nipsey Hussle by Rob Kinner. Available on Amazon and at independent bookstores nationwide.
You can follow Black Renaissance on Instagram. The handle is @BlackRenaissanceTV.